Welcome to Opposites Distract. I'm Jared.
I'm Bo.
We have a very exciting episode, including the worldwide sensation K-pop Demon Hunters. It's not only a sensation when it comes to streaming, but also in theaters, Bo, and also on radio and streaming music as well. It's just something that is taken over the world, literally. Conjuring, huge. Part 4, their most successful to date. We'll get into that and maybe the things that Bo worships as far as Satan is concerned.
Well, you know me.
And then,
if you know.
Yeah, you know. And then Phillies Karen, she is something else. She's united the country in hatred towards Phillies Karen. And then Bo had a very interesting trip to Toronto with some Hollywood biz going on.
Toronto International Film Festival, TIFF, as we call it. Yeah.
TIFF. You kept posting TIFF. I'm like, is that one of your wife's friends?
No, it's a
and then
film festival.
Then I was like, I don't think it is. It looks like it's something. You know, I'm not very smart. So
No,
I was like, so K-pop Demon Hunters, Bo, I know you dance to the music every morning. I know you watched at least 3 seconds of it and loved it.
All 3 seconds.
But this, I have to give you these stats.
Okay, go.
Because it is, I kept seeing it as number one on Netflix. I'm like, what is this?
Of all time.
Of all time.
Like of everything. Yeah.
393 million hours streamed so far. It's the most streamed movie in the history of Netflix, which means the most streamed movie in the history of streaming. And they've had some bangers.
Wait, it outperformed Napoli Ever After, which I was in. Are you serious? Are you sure?
Barely. Barely.
Damn.
Is it still on Netflix?
Of course. It's an original, dude.
Can I admit to something?
You've never seen it.
Can I admit to something without you being upset?
Of course.
And I'm going to change it. I have not seen any of your stuff.
It's fine. It's fine.
And I feel bad about it.
But that's what everyone's like, hey, I haven't seen, or
but I want to.
Hey, I haven't. I'm like, people don't owe me an explanation. They haven't seen it. Like,
and people come to me and it drives me crazy. I don't listen to your morning show. I'm like, you didn't even tell me that.
Yeah. Like,
but it's not because I don't want to.
Dude,
I'm getting to
it. I get it. Look, I'm not offended.
But is Napoli Ever After still on Netflix?
Yes.
I'm going to watch it then.
It's an original film. Funny enough, at TIFF, several people are like, you're in Napoli. Where I was like, yeah. They're like, oh my God, I love it. I'm like, well, you did. Well, it was okay. I enjoyed it.
You enjoyed it.
But it was one of the first like big blockbuster movies I did. Like seriously, like my second film probably ever was that. And like I got the notice 48 hours before shooting. You audition, and then I went in to read for the casting director, and then it was like on the way home, my agent's like, hey, you got to shoot in a day.
Oh my god!
And so I went home. I got my wife. I packed my car, and I came right back to Atlanta. Zero prep. They're just like, oh, here's your... On the way there, I was begging. I was like, can you please send me this script? I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know the lines. I have no set. And it was like the night I arrived at my hotel, I got the sides. Yeah. And so I had to be at set 6 a.m. the next morning. I had probably 6 pages of dialogue the first day. First
Holy
scene,
crap.
I've told this story. It was the most nightmare situation you could have as an actor at your beginning. First day was we were in this club situation. There was 200 background extras. There was,
oh my gosh, you're doing this in front of everybody?
Everyone.
You've had 5 hours to look at the script.
And so I show up. I'm feeling great. I'm feeling confident. I got swagger. I'm this or that. Sanaa Lathan is the lady I'm picking up in the club, right? And so we do our first scene. And she falls, and then I'm supposed to pick her up and say these really suave, sexy lines.
Hey, if you leave now, I know you're just going to feel stupid the rest of the night.
And so I do my version of it. You know, there's a script, and then I kind of like took some liberties to make it sound better because our director/writer, who I will never work with again, was the writer, and she was like very egotistical. And some writer-directors are like this. They want their words said. And it's one thing for Aaron Sorkin. You have that power.
Right, Aaron Sorkin's a different beast.
But this lady was a documentary maker from the Middle East, and she's now getting a Netflix deal, and because she either wrote or helped write the book or something. And so one take in, I'm feeling good. I did my thing, right? The director comes up with her book open, and she's like, you know the words, right? I said, yeah. She said, this next take, you do the words exactly as they're written, or you're off the set.
Wow. Oh my gosh.
And keep in mind, this is in front of 200 background.
That's not cool.
And there's no music playing. Most movies, you hear a club and you see a club and you think music playing, you kind of, it's dead quiet. And people are miming these actions. So this is in front of Sanaa and everyone else. And dude, my heart fell out of my butt. I was terrified.
Yeah.
And then right after that, somehow I got the take and it just was like, it was a terrible shoot.
The whole shoot was bad.
Yeah, because there was no massaging of the situation with any. There was no like warm up. Like when you meet someone, you have to have warm. But in this scene, it was like, hey, pick her up, be charming, seductive, sexy, say the exact words, and then the next time we're going to be at your house, you're going to be hooking up, and there's going to be again. It's so intense, and there's no
table read.
Slap me if that was too fast.
There's no
not
getting to know each other, running lines,
nothing. I barely had the lines. And their expectation was like, oh, you're supposed to come and do this. But it was just, the weight was insane. So I told Liv, my wife, I was like, if I can do that, I don't think there'll be a situation ever that it will be that difficult, because I was still new. I didn't have the ability to do this at this level this early with this much stress. It's one thing if the director was like, well, we're here for you. No,
it's like, get it right or you're fired.
Sink or swim.
Pop quiz, hot shot.
Under 200 people.
In front of 200 people. And
not classy.
And you could tell in the performance, I was a little gun shy. I was a little neutered, as you can see. I'm not my norm. I was like, hi,
would you like to sleep with me?
Please get on top of me.
I would like to go to get a drink. I think this is nice. It's very robotic. And then the director's like, great, we got the words. It's like, that's what we're doing. We're trying to do like a vocabulary. Yeah. We're trying to like Shakespeare here. Like,
I will bite my thumb at them, which is a disgrace to them if they bear it.
You're like, is it about the good performance or is it about the words? Because sometimes those two cannot go hand in hand. You're not Tarantino here. Like, where your words are perfect, yours aren't perfect. They're terrible.
Right.
Because she's a 50-year-old woman talking about how she knows how to pick up a woman at a club. You don't know how to do that. I know how to do that.
Right.
You don't. And I'm supposed to say your words as if making it look real. Doesn't work.
And if they would have went with your take, it would have been better.
It would have absolutely.
Because you were relaxed, you were natural.
I was, exactly. You got it. And see, like what we do here, no one's scripting what we can do.
No.
This is a normal charisma, in the flow thing. That is the opposite.
I would hate that.
That almost made me quit acting.
I bet.
Do
you think, is this how it's going to be?
Exactly. You're thinking, dude, I just took shrapnel for 4 days, and it was, and like on the way home, just almost no talking. I was just like,
I'm dead inside.
This may be it.
This is it.
But fortunately, we rise above it. Never going through it again. And then found out it's like, oh yeah, that's not a good way. I wasn't wrong. That's not a good way of directing actors. That's not a good way of working with a script. It's a bad way of working.
I've heard other actors saying like having it so precious unless it's Aaron Sorkin or Tarantino. But even Tarantino lets people play with the scenes and try different things.
And too, if you like talk to the director, sometimes they're supposed to give you some like credence, because as we talked about, people have different rhythms and tonalities and things sound better coming out of their mouth and their own words. The opposite is Scorsese. So Scorsese would just say, hey guys, you got 30 minutes. We're at this table. Just take it from this point to this point, and we're just going to record everything.
Yeah.
And then they mix it up in post, which is editing, to make it look. And that's why I was like, oh, this is so real. It's like, yeah, because these guys are really saying this stuff. This is not scripted.
Yeah.
There's a really famous scene with Joe Pesci and the Goodfellas, and they come back from killing someone, and he's in the trunk of the car, and Scorsese mom welcomes him at the door.
Look who's here.
And then they had no lines. They just said, y'all just go. And so it was this whole like, hey, Italian family. Hey, what you doing? Oh, don't worry.
What happened?
No, nothing. I hit something on the road. You mean it?
This whole thing, and then at dinner, no lines. Just say, I need to borrow this knife. I gotta go. I got a deer hoof in the grill. I gotta carve it out.
Well, tonight we were out late. We took a ride out to the country, and we hit one of those deers. That's where the blood came from. I told you. Jimmy told you before.
All made up for Joe Pesci. It was not scripted. And so that's the opposite of some situations. But you got people who are scared themselves. Our director's probably scared shitless herself and was like, I got him one shot
this
with
is my
Netflix.
thing, and at least if I go down the ship because it's my thing. It's my baby.
Right. She thought I was gonna mess it up, or anyone else was gonna mess it up. But at the same time, it's a fragile art form, and a lot of people, there's a lot of ego involved in it, and truthfully, you just try to avoid people who are precious about it, because you're trying to make the best you can, but sometimes
you can't make art if you're squeezing the life out of it.
Right. Imagine trying to paint a beautiful picture, and then someone telling you every time you make a brush stroke, don't do that. Not that color. You're like,
I'm losing my patience.
I'm trying to paint something here, and you're really doing a bad job of helping me feel confident.
Right.
And that's really all there is in acting, is just the confidence.
Yeah. I mean, I think that with life in general, sports, acting, even radio. I know when I first got into radio, I talked very, like when I was first on the air, because the guy that I was first on, who was the host of the show, been doing it for 20 years, had been in New York and LA, all the big markets. And he's like, so what do you think about it? And he already told me, he's like, you have 30 seconds. I'm like, it's like not natural at all. And my brother was like, what are you doing? You don't sound like yourself at all.
Who even are you?
And I'm like, all right, you're right. And so then eventually you find your groove, and you stop thinking about it, and you just be yourself, you know, and then you find out skills and different things to make it better.
As I've heard so many times, authenticity is a new currency. So if you can truly be yourself and be confident and enjoy that, that's what actually rises to the top. It's not mimicking or mirroring it's really just finding your own rhythm and your own cadence, your own confidence, and being like, this is who I am. You don't like it, that's fine.
Well, like, you love K-pop Demon Hunters, and that's who you are.
Well, to be honest, I haven't seen it.
No, I know. I haven't seen it either, to be fair. So
this is a movie review of a movie
it's not
we
a review.
haven't seen.
It's a cultural phenomenon.
We are a little pop culture, yeah.
Yeah. So, but 300, when something is this big, it's like, what's going on? Because then they released a sing-along version in theaters, and that weekend it was #1. I mean, what's going on here? And then they have the #1 song in the country right now, Golden, because it's K-pop, it's Korean pop songs, and it's like Demon Hunters. I do know the general premise, but you don't need me to tell you. You already know.
Go look.
Yeah, you know.
You've
Go
probably
watch
already seen it.
Yeah, it's #1. And it's big with kids.
Yeah.
Although when I did watch like 10 minutes of it, because my girlfriend's kids were over, and their daughter Emery's like 8, and she's like, K-pop Demon Hunter. She knows all the songs, and had it on. I'm like, so they're demons hunting each other?
Yeah.
And it's for kids, but they have a positive message, like be who you are, all the type of stuff.
Yeah.
But the music's breaking streaming records. The movie has broken the streaming records, and then I think for a sing along, is one of the most popular sing alongs of all time. K-pop Demon Hunters. I'm telling
Next
you,
to Les Mis,
and wasn't there a sing along for Napoli Ever After? Wasn't there?
There was. It was just people moaning, be like,
"You're fired! You're fired!"
Well, people come up and are like, "Isn't that the movie she shaved her head in?" I was like, "Yes, that's like what it's known for." Sanaa shaved her head for this movie, and so I was like, "That's what it's kind of her thing." She literally shaved her head in the film, and it's like this whole big thing.
Was she cool?
She was very cool.
Yeah.
Except Sanaa, I'm gonna put you on blast here, okay? The night we had our big hookup, make out, lovemaking scene, she walks in. Our call time is 10 p.m. What that means is we start shooting at like 11 or 12 at midnight. And so, because the setting is supposed to be nighttime. So she walks in, and she's very nice. We're talking about this and that, whatever. And she kept burping, right? And I was like, hey, you okay? She's like, oh, yeah. She's like, I don't know why, but for dinner, I ate these shrimp quesadillas, and shrimp doesn't settle well with me. And she kept burping. Fast forward 37 seconds, and we're on making out on the table with honey and everything else. I'm thinking, geez, Louise, this is crazy. And I was trying to do the whole method thing at the beginning, where you're like, I can do this. And one of the scenes, she's supposed to slap me. It's like a playful slap.
Oh, okay.
And I was like, Sanaa, I was like, really? You can slap me? She's like, are you sure? I was like, yeah. And she's like, okay. So one take. And it was a black girl slap. It was like a wow. Like, holy cow. I mean,
it's different than a white girl slap.
It is, absolutely.
Let's be real about it.
Because my wife's a little 5'2". Even she's like playful. It's like a little gnat laying on your head, right? Yeah. This was like she was trying to clean my clock. My ears are ringing. And we had I probably did about 7 takes of that. And my face started getting red. They had come put makeup on me. She was hitting me so hard. So when you see my head whip back like this in the movie,
that's not acting.
That's not acting. I was really, my hair's getting messed up. And right after I had to laugh and play it off, reality, I'm thinking my face is on fire. Oh my God.
Beating me up. You're taking blows.
And they probably used the first take most likely. And I just had to take the beating for, another hour after that.
Speaking of beatings, I know that you like, yeah, this will seem like all of our clips are doing something weird, so I'll let you be done.
Well, I've always wanted to do that.
That was really cool.
You used to do it back in the day with a sports ball. You see guys do it.
I'm ready to go back and
that doesn't
get
have
my
enough,
Gatorade. No.
Gumption on it.
It doesn't have enough squirt for you?
No. It's really like...
It's, you want more squirt.
I like a lot of squirt.
That's what I've heard.
Hit the back of my throat. Yeah. That's what I want. That's
Producer Deja, mark this down as how he's more gay than me.
Strike one!
Oh,
okay.
You're so. You know what's funny?
You know what's funny?
Let me talk to the audience. Okay, here's the audience. It's funny how often Jared's trying to convince our audience that I'm the gay one. Have you noticed that? It comes up so much, and that to me is a little red flaggy. Like if it comes up once, like, but every episode, like, he's more gay than me. He's more gay than me. No, he's more gay than me. I don't care. It's like, first off, that's not an insult. I tell you, it's a compliment because I'm hygienic.
I'm not saying it's an insult.
I'm hygienic. I'm in, but you know, here's the thing.
You present as gay, which I think is awesome.
Your whole lifestyle is very gay, dude.
If there's nothing about my lifestyle that's gay.
It's very gay. You're live on the air, and then let me go. You're live on the air. You're single, perpetually single, and it's always the girl's problem.
Sure.
You know,
Yeah, who's hot.
A girlfriend, and like coming and going, and then it's like I just like being alone a lot, and like
You know what gay guys do? They have a long-term wife as their beard.
Where have you been hanging out? You needed to come to TIFF. I think 7 million gay men would be like, that's not correct.
I'm saying ones that are trying to hide it.
No.
Yeah, you have a beard. If you're trying to hide it, yeah, you would.
I've seen some hilarious videos of like guys and girls getting engaged, and then and then like the woman's like, and they're like having a lovey-dovey relationship in the video, but then like the man obviously is gay, and, and like she like kisses him, and he's like like wiping off, and people are like, well, I don't think this marriage is gonna go the distance. No. I saw this hilarious one of this couple, and this gay guy afterwards was like reviewing. He's like, I think this relationship's going to make it, you know, and just like being very sarcastic.
Have you seen this guy? He's so great on Instagram. I don't know his name. This is not helpful at all. But maybe Deja and Post.
Was it Duke something?
No, but what he does is he takes clips of Trump and he reenacts it.
Yes,
it's so freaking funny.
But gay.
But gay.
Yeah.
But Arnold Palmer was all man, and I say that in all due respect to women, and I love women. But this is a guy that was all man. He took showers with the other pros. They came out of there, they said, oh my God, that's unbelievable. I had to say it.
And then it's like, so you can make anything sound gay. Trump could be saying something about tariffs, but the way he mimics it and acts it out, I don't know the dude's name.
Biggest tariff.
And he's like, and it's so, the dude is, I don't know his name. It's hilarious.
Yes, I know exactly what you're talking about.
It is funny though. You're like, you know how you're so gay? You're like, you know, like you're on the air on the radio and like you like sports.
I didn't say sports.
And you like to eat red meat.
I said you're perpetually in a tumultuous relationship, and it's always the female, and it's like they just don't get me. It's like, yeah, they don't get your gay lifestyle. That's what it is.
Roasted.
They don't get you like looking at gay porn. Like what? Well,
Why do you have a problem with that?
It's on you, dude. And you're big, dude. I'm telling you, I think the most popular look for a gay man is a bald head with a beard.
Right.
Like that is, and look at.
But they're fashionable. Like I'm wearing a Washington Commanders.
Dude, underneath there you have a mesh tank top and you know it. Go ahead and take that off so you can show his neck, and you'll pierce nipples.
Yeah, and a G-string.
Would you ever wear a thong as a guy?
No. I don't like being uncomfortable.
But it's worth it.
I'd rather not wear underwear.
Girls say they're not uncomfortable.
That was a lie.
Girls like, you get used to it. I'm thinking, I would definitely notice if a piece of floss was in the middle of my teeth.
Yeah,
like constantly. I'm like, God, like it's constantly reminding you of something. You know?
And they're doing it for no panty line, so it's like they're obviously not doing it for comfort. But maybe like anything else, you do get used to it. Like if you lost a leg, you get used to it at some point.
I don't think they do.
It's not.
They have phantom pains, phantom itches. You know, I don't think they do.
Yeah, maybe not.
I don't know.
We can ask Lieutenant Dan.
Lieutenant Dan.
Now listen.
Speaking of, hold on, I
go. You're good.
On that, did you see the thing about this little boy who was in the ocean, a tiger shark? Did we ever talk about this?
No.
Okay, a little, maybe a 7-year-old boy was in the ocean. A tiger shark swims up, like a 12, 14 foot tiger shark swims up, rips the boy's arm off.
Oh yeah,
and started like eating him. The uncle was standing like on the shoreline. And he charges the tiger shark, grabs it by the fin. I think we talked about this.
No, we didn't. We didn't.
Must be another podcast. And then pulls it onto the beach.
Oh, your other podcast is called Power Bottoms?
Ouch.
Go ahead.
It's called
Power Bottoms Podcast.
Actually, it's about sports, and we sit and talk about 18-year-olds recruiting. And this one ate lunch for today, so he's going to play really good. It's like,
only
dude,
Bo can make a sports podcast sound gay.
You obsess with like the most minute details on these like random dudes' lives.
It's a bunch of men just watching balls.
Right, balls.
Okay,
loving
Deja.
on each other. She's like, ooh, that's a good dog pile. Oh,
and by the way, we don't care if you're gay. It's just that Bo is more gay.
Absolutely
You should be happy. You're winning. I like to win. You're the most gay person in this room.
When I
done!
I'm just saying, someone who knows that many finite details about other 18-year-old boys' lives when they're going to college.
Why don't you say more details about K-pop? That
I'm like, how do you know this stuff? How do you have enough room in your mind to know stuff about these?
I'm interested in a lot of things.
No, you're interested in dudes' bottoms and sports and balls.
I do.
It kind of goes.
Yeah, they do.
Well, anyway, so this guy pulls a tiger shark out on the beach, beats the shit out of him, kills the tiger shark, pulls the arm out, rushes his nephew to the hospital. They sewed it back on.
No, I didn't see that part.
To this day, he has his arm. And then when interviewed, like, what was going through your mind? He's like, I was just really pissed off. I was like, always said, like, walked away. I was like, that's a boss move. He didn't have to harp on it. He's like,
I was pissed off.
Fuck around and find out. That's what happened.
I ain't sure I'm gonna take none of my nephew's arm.
I ain't gonna take that. I promise you that.
I was raised. You don't take arms.
But he could do no wrong the rest of his life. Like he could on his tombstone just have a tiger shark, and people know, like, that's the Tiger King. That's the real Tiger King.
But yeah, by the way, I've talked to him on our morning show. This will be the 4th week in a row. He keeps coming on, and he just, his case. You know his favorite song?
K-pop Demon Hunter.
You're right, Golden.
Probably the same as you, The Crying Game by Boy George.
I don't even know what that is. It shows how gay you are.
Yeah. He doesn't know how that is. He doesn't know what that
is. Wrong with being gay. No, it's just you're the gay. You're gay. It's fine.
I'm sorry that Jared's just so...
You're gayer than me, and I'm trying to be as gay as you. So what's this Crying Game, Boy George?
One relationship... 18 years.
It's called
2
a beard.
Kids, a guy
How do you know that's a
perpetually divorced.
Oh,
he's like, I'm married, I'm divorced. I'm married, I'm divorced. I got a girlfriend. No.
Hugh Hefner?
So you're considering yourself Kid Rock and Hugh Hefner.
And you're considering yourself Boy George?
What?
I don't know.
I'm considering myself straight. I'm considering myself straight.
All the people that have beards.
We love the gay men and women. We love them.
We love them.
But we just want to be clear. Jared is definitely...
We already had Deja, who is the number one proponent of or expert on who's the most gay between the two of us. She declared you the gayest.
I know who looked the gayest.
Okay.
I'm just saying, guys.
Here.
I need to stop arguing and kiss and make up.
It's kiss and make up. That's
you ever kissed a man?
No.
I have.
Of course you have.
I have.
Case closed. Can you put like
I definitely have.
The post?
But in my defense, it's always just to get a rise out of the guy.
They all say that.
Because this one time I was like this New Year's Eve party, and me and my wife are there, and it's all my buddies from high school. Like shout out to Rhodey, Dio, all my boys are there, and everyone's kissing their wives and girlfriends and everything. So I kissed my wife, but then as a joke, I turned to like my buddy, and like I'm gonna whisper to him, and I kiss him, and of course he just loses it, and of course everyone just freaks out. And you're like, holy shit, this guy literally is like from Hollywood now. He's kissing us on the lips without us asking him to.
Right.
And so I mean, in a joking matter, not in a passionate, like, hey.
Anything for a joke. Like I had the Wake Forest football team run a train on me one time.
Well,
but it was like to get
that's
a
a
joke.
That's a joke.
It was funny.
So if you're
it's not gay, it's funny.
If you're in Toronto, check this out. I was up there for TIFF, and there's this place called the Bovine Club.
Okay.
We were there with an executive producer friend of ours, and he's like, hey, let's go to this next place. And we're like, okay, sounds good. We kind of go from party to party, meet new people, whatever. We had a crew with us, and like, let's go to this Bovine place. And so we go in, and as soon as we walk in, I noticed that about 98% of the people there are gay men and women, and on the stage are like, stage is like a dance floor, are just like dudes in lingerie. And we walk in, I'm thinking, what is this?
Like, jackpot.
What is this? And so we go in, and it was like a mecca. So if you're in Toronto, the Bovine Club and you're gay is apparently the place. And the guy we were with, he's like, dudes, I swear to God, I've been here 15 times. I've never seen it like this.
Oh, it's gay night? Yeah. They still do that? Okay.
I don't know. And he's like, I've never seen it like this. This was crazy. And we were like, shout out Chad. We love you, Chad. But,
Chad's a gay name, though.
No, he's married. But I get it. You probably called him a beard. Everyone's gay except you, Jared. You know what? We take it.
I didn't say I wasn't.
Guilty as charged.
Take
I
it.
just said you're more gay.
I'll side with the gay
men
men and women
I just said
of the
you're
world.
more gay.
Okay, whatever.
I like your defense on your gay. Like, if you're watching...
I love our podcast is turning how gay I am.
I know, it's funny to me. If you're watching a court case and you're like, I'm not gay, and you follow up with supporting evidence that you've kissed guys and you just had a gay club this weekend.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
not really strong.
What's wrong with that? That's a confident man.
It is.
You know what?
I don't care.
The most
not the great
confident,
evidence.
the most confident dudes.
As you like sports.
The better your relationship is with your bros, usually the gayer you
That is
joke.
true.
It's just like a ongoing thing, and that's where you get confident
Look
with your
into
buddies.
the camera
yeah.
and tell gay people about how that's what straight guys do. That's the secret of straight men. The secret of straight men is
we're emulating your lifestyle. That's truly
the
what we're doing.
closer we are, the more gay we are towards each other.
Truly.
What's that about?
Dude, I don't know, but it's been like the way since high school.
Yeah.
High school. Like we were before we were in the state championship final, and we were all in the field stretching everything. And of course, to help us have comedic relief, we're literally like doing the gayest stretches, like on the half line, like one bending over and that one stretching behind him. It's weird. And our coach is like, are you guys serious? We're about to play the biggest game of your career. It's my senior year, and we're just laughing. But that helps kind of relax us, and you have a deeper camaraderie. So I get with the gay men. They're so affectionate because it does make you feel more connected to your brothers.
Yeah, it does.
You know?
Right.
Like, what's wrong with that?
We want every gay person to subscribe to our podcast.
If you want more gay content, and truly when we get Jared out of the closet, because I think it's coming.
I told you I'm a deeply closeted gay man. That whole Norm Macdonald joke.
Norm.
I love that
Norm.
joke.
Well, you're talking about I'm deeply closeted.
I'm not gay. I said I'm deeply closeted.
I would never tell you that I was gay.
We're talking about gay men and K-pop. Is this what we're?
Well, that's what I'm saying. If you're making a case against me, but like you know about K-pop, not about sports. Now, speaking of sports, I know this is gay for you, but let's talk sports.
Talk sports. Let's talk more balls and hands. Let's go.
They're calling her Phillies Karen.
Yeah.
So for those who haven't seen the viral video,
you have.
There's a guy who hits home run for the Phillies. It actually happened in Florida, but they're in what they call like the home run seats. Like, okay, get a chance to catch a ball. The ball goes in her like on her row, but she didn't catch it, and the dad runs over, grabs it right before she does. Somebody else goes over and gives it to his son, who was celebrating a birthday that night. Doesn't give him the right to do that. Like just because it's your son's birthday, you can't just take it. But he didn't take it. It bounced and he got it.
Yeah, he didn't like knock her out and take it from her hand or something.
No, he got there first. That's how
it
even
works.
any sort of sporting event or any sort of even concert, if they shoot something and you catch it, okay, you got the shirt or whatever. This Karen, and she looks like a Karen.
She does. She has a haircut. I noticed that.
A haircut, just even the way she walks, the way she was dressed.
Yeah.
She had her Phillies thing
hand on. This whole thing, head weaving. It's like.
The weirdest thing about the video, so she goes over to the guy and she's like, "That's my ball.
He stole it from us."
And he's like, but when she grabs him, if you haven't watched the video, and I'm sure we'll put it in here, watch the video. He goes like this. Well, what was that about?
Yeah.
Like he was like so scared, like he wasn't looking, I guess, and the lady grabbed him for a second, and he goes, "The dad, what's that?"
Followed up by him graciously handing it back to her.
Yeah.
It says a lot about the dad.
Yeah.
In front of your boy. I don't know. It's not a good look.
Thrown her off the top of the stadium.
Excuse me. What are you doing?
Should have knocked
Obviously.
that Karen wig off her head.
Right.
We're not advocating for domestic abuse. I'm just saying that is a situation in which case you're not going to get. I would have given it to you if you just came. I'm sorry. We came travel this far away. Is there any way we could possibly? Yeah, it's fine. Yeah. But to go and demand something from someone and then you like kowtow to doing that. Absolutely.
I could tell he's married for a long time. He heard a woman yelling at him.
Probably divorced a couple times, and
like,
all of his friends think he's gay and things like that. Yeah, that was a weird.
It was a weird reaction. He was like, I was like, dude, he must have been like really.
That dude has never been in a fight in his life.
No, but he did say he did it to de-escalate it because he's in front of his son. He's like,
well, that.
Well, no, yeah,
bro, like this.
Leave me alone.
No. It's like his natural defense mechanism. He's on his back, just like.
We're gonna regret to live that segment right there. That last 10 seconds, we're gonna regret that for a long time. No, but the thing it could not work out better for the son because then the Florida Marlins, although they were all Phillies fans, gave him a swag bag. He got to meet the player, hit the home run, and got a signed bat and baseball.
Didn't that happen recently with someone else? That they got like a roundabout way of getting
stuff like that.
Was it tennis or something?
Maybe so.
Some other person, and they it was tennis, and they brought him like after the fact.
Yeah.
To meet them and sign hats and bags and everything for this poor kid.
So it worked out, and the kid, I mean, but it's like I try to think, what would I do in that situation? Because if you've been to any event, especially a sporting event, it sucks. I've been at an event before, and they shoot the cannon out, and you have this one. Eli and Ava were younger, and the shirt is coming. Like these shirts are worth $2, but it's exciting.
If that,
coming right at them, it's like Charlotte Hornets shirt. and it's coming right at us. I'm getting ready to get it, or Eli's getting ready to get it, and then
you're about to catch.
Some dude jumps up in front of me, gets it. But he got it fair and square. But then your kid's crying. You're like,
jumps up and
you teach him, hey, that's how it goes.
Puts his butt in your face, and you're like, oh no.
I'm like, no.
Oh no.
They're nasty little boys, both of them.
All right.
You should deck that dude. You ever been in a fight?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's important. I've heard this, and this is a great thing. There's one thing that every man should do. You should get in a fight in public at one point in your life.
Okay.
Because it proves to yourself, win or lose, it doesn't matter. It proves to yourself some other deep level trait from caveman days. That like it can awaken this other part of you. If you ever been pushed around, you ever been this or whatever. Yeah, I think it would really like generate this whole new found appreciation for violence and the fact you don't want to use it, but to even get your ass kicked and pummeled in public is a better thing than to always avoid it and then die without having that experience.
Okay.
It's kind of like dying without driving a car, or diving without having sex or whatever. It's like there's certain things you're supposed to experience in your life. And fighting, at least one fight
for
in public.
For a dude, yeah.
And fighting for a dude is actually on that list of things to do. I saw this whole statistic on why.
What about fighting in church playing basketball? But it was public.
Who hasn't done that?
It's a pickup game.
I can so see you doing that.
Yeah, well, my brother Abe, when he was more athletic, and I was more athletic, of course. How can I be more athletic than I am now?
Not hard to be.
And so athletic that I was walking up and down the court, and this guy kept pushing him and like elbowing him in the back, and my brother was like, "Do it again."
Was this at the Mormon church?
It was indoor basketball.
Did y'all tell John Smith what's going on?
It's Joseph
here?
Smith. Get it right.
Sorry, LDSs.
John Smith is Pocahontas. Shout out, Poca.
Yeah.
I don't know what's
happening.
He's
a little pedo.
Who?
John Smith.
John Smith?
Yes.
Oh, so she was younger?
She was like 14 or 15 apparently, and he was like 40. Yeah, don't like that at all.
His name should have been Pocahontas.
He should have named
Poca something. Poca pedo, but
that sounds like a Pokemon.
Who's that Pokemon?
Yeah.
This is Pokepedo. His secret powers is he tackles you.
I love Pokepedo. Then Hufflepuff. No, that's Harry Potter.
Yeah, same thing.
But he gets elbowed, and my brother's like, "Do it again." See what's happening. This dude was being like, we didn't know who he was. He's like some dude's friend. It's always that way. Yeah. Some dude's friend. He was ex-military. We support the military, but he was just kind of a rougher dude. And we're like, who is this guy?
He's like PTSD.
And we're in our 20s, early 20s. This guy was in his 30s, and we were in good shape at the time. But I was still like, I was walking up the court, and the dude, Abe, went up for a rebound, my brother. The dude hit him in his back like this.
Tactical foul!
Like, trying to take him out. And my brother turned and, like, punched. And I'm like, oh, it's on.
Here we go.
So I run down the court. I punched that dude straight in his face as he turned around. I mean,
and then you ran
blood
away.
Everywhere. And then I get tackled. And I go,
I did it.
You want the ball?
I did it.
And then one of my friends tackled me because he was like, what's going on? And then later we thought, it's like everyone calmed down, all this stuff. It was a big mess. We left. And then on church on Sunday, somebody came up to us like, hey, there's blood on the court, and we heard that you guys got in a fight. Can you go clean that up? Or like, it's still there?
Clean up on aisle busted.
And so that was kind of like an awkward.
So wait, it was you and your brother versus one guy? That's not
it was
a fight.
My brother.
That's called a that's
was my brother. It's called defending my brother. Because somebody grabbed him and held him, and the guy went to punch him, and I was like, oh, here we go, boom. And then I got tackled. It turned into like a melee. There was like 6 or 7 dudes. Like
the biggest melee I've ever been in my life. I may have already told you the story, maybe on the podcast. If you've heard of this tune is part of. But the biggest melee I've ever been in my life was at a basketball court at YMCA. Something happens when people are competitive, and because it's competitive, but there's a limit to what you're supposed to do.
A lot of people who are playing are kind of getting out of shape. Yeah. And in their mind, they still think they can do stuff, and they don't know each other. But go ahead.
Well, this was more than less just like a respect issue. There's these guys we're playing on ball court, and someone starts going at my dad, like an 18-year-old like pushing my dad, and for me, shout out dad. Yeah, I'm not gonna allow that to happen.
I protect you, not you, damn it.
At this point, and so like I go up, and then they start, and there was like probably 5 dudes, and it just turned into the biggest melee ever.
Wow.
And I punched one jump on my back, and then my dad would be pulling them off my back. But what the YMCA employees saw was my dad holding someone while I'm going to town. But really, he was peeling them off my back, and then I'm just going to town. I'm getting hit. I'm getting kicked. I'm bloody, but I'm doing work. I'm putting in punches, and it's going amazing.
Lovely.
My favorite punch, like after the fight was broke up, we were getting escorted out by the police, and as we're walking out, some dude said something, derogatory to me or my dad, and the cop was looking. He wasn't in the middle of the fight, but he said something derogatory, and I was so keyed up, man. I was like ready to go. I was like, I'm gonna die right here. And I was turning to just punch this guy in the face, and he's like, "What?" And like literally, and I remember his face. I punched him right in the eye, and he's like, "Ooh," like that was his face, like, "Ooh," and I was like, "Ugh." And that was the best hit of the night. And so we got kicked out of the YMCA in North Carolina. I can't come back. That's a true story.
There is a weird, and I've only been in a few because I'm a lover, not a fighter, and a talker.
Give me a hug.
I can talk my way out of a lot of things.
Yeah, you probably can.
Plus, I'm not trying to fight people.
You don't fight when you know how to fight either. Like most of the time, if you're good at fighting, you don't want to fight. I haven't been in a fight, I don't think, since then.
But like something about punching another human in the face is the weirdest, most satisfying feeling.
I love it.
And there's that people that have like slappable faces. Oh my gosh!
Like the Karen, the Philly Karen has a slappable face. Yes.
And then the mom on the Netflix show, Deja, help me out here, documentary about the woman who catfishes her own daughter.
What?
We might get to that in the next podcast because it's percolating now in the zeitgeist, so to speak. Google it. I don't know what it means. Catfish her own daughter. It's like texting her daughter, "You're a whore. You're a slut," and then like texting her boyfriend, like pretending to be somebody.
It become the worst thing that happened to me.
So this daughter thinks she's getting bullied by somebody else, but it's her mom the whole time. But when you see the mom, you want to run off the top stair and kick her in the face.
Every single one of us makes mistakes. A lot of us have probably broke the law at some point or another and not got caught. I mean, I'll be honest,
Oh, yeah.
Off the top ropes.
Just drop kick her right in the throat.
Yeah, she has a punchable face. We're not for violence,
some
but
people do. I'm for violence. I'm for the violence in the right way.
Well, yeah.
Like if I see someone like going after someone who is like either defenseless or like victimization of anyone, oh, dude, that's hill.
Different.
That's a hill I'll die on.
Yeah.
Like we're going. I don't care if it's even me. Like I'm not going to stand by. It would be kids, animals, women, whatever.
We are here to serve and protect you.
That's something I would die of.
Well, and we're a little bit different there. I respect that. I'm really good at calling the police. Like I'm so good at it.
I bet you are.
Oh my God.
Like I know all the numbers. I know all 3 numbers. I can call. I can describe. I'm very good at describing.
Have you called the cops on some people before?
Yeah, I do it all the time. Especially going to work at 4 in the morning. I see weird stuff all the time. And Kevin Hart.
You're like, hey, this guy's trying to get some from me. That comes like, is this a homeless dude looking to get a sandwich? Right. Like, I know, but he made me threaten.
He made me feel. He looked at my Tesla weird.
Need more proof of homosexuality. This guy drives a Tesla, a white one, an SUV, and bald beard, perpetually, divorced.
Tesla or Elon Musk has 14 kids.
Wrap it before you tap it.
Very straight.
Yeah, he is.
Also very odd in many ways, but very
odd.
Very
straight.
Almost too straight. Can you be too straight?
Well, I think if you have that much money, what else are you going to conquer? What else could you possibly do with your time? They're like, I'm going to perpetuate my DNA forever because I'm going to have so many kids. And there was a doctor who did this. There was a doctor who, have you probably heard about this?
Maybe.
This insemination specialist.
Oh, yes, I did hear about this. Yes.
He was actually... He was, doing artificial insemination with females and doing his IVF and everything, but then come to find out he the whole time was putting his own specimen into these women, and that he actually had like 500 or 600 kids from these people going in. And when the ladies go in, they pick who they want.
We've gone through IVF before,
yeah, and I've done a movie about it.
It was a really big thing. Yeah.
And so they're like picking who they want their father to be, even though they don't ever meet their father, to have the IVF. And then this doctor's like, all right, we'll go with John. He's going in the back room. He's like, I'll be right out. And then actually does it and then puts it in. And so now his DNA is everywhere. And then when asked, he's like, what better thing? He was just a modern day Viking, I guess. He thought.
Or like Genghis Khan or Genghis Khan.
Yeah, Genghis Khan. Yeah.
Or like 1/8 of everyone in Cambodia is like related or
not Cambodia.
Or whatever. It's Asia.
Mongolia.
Yeah.
That's
Mongolian barbecue. I remember now.
Good God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry to my Cambodian
friends.
You're talking Asia. I'm thinking kimono.
I wish there was a place called Commode, and they're Commodians.
There's Komodo and kimono.
Yeah, there are. All right, to finish up before our producer kills us.
It says wrap it up. Wrap that up, B.
Yes.
The Conjuring.
I haven't gotten a Conjuring.
We're here. Conjuring.
We've arrived. Conjuring.
You've waited this long. When you see this, will be a clip anyway.
Conjuring. Thanks for tuning in.
It did well. Go watch it if you love stuff like that. I love the Conjuring. The first one was my all-time favorite horror movie.
Really?
You know, Hereditary's up there. We can get into that some other time. But Hereditary messed me up. I couldn't sleep that night.
Liv was like that.
Liv
said it really bothered her.
Like the ending, I was like, ugh.
Yeah.
But The Conjuring, the first one, not that I think, you know, whether you're spiritual or not, but if you have any sort of religion, you think, well, this could possibly happen. Those are the ones that mess me up. You know, obviously it follows a true life story and these people that, you know, and I love
Ed
that.
and Lorraine Warren.
Good job, because I could not remember, you know, about names.
Yeah.
And follows them and they go different cases. And I've
Which
seen.
is like they really did this.
They really did
this.
this.
True thing. They're the ones who captured the Annabelle doll, and they have a whole museum up somewhere.
Do you know it's the Annabelle doll now?
Well, I know the guy who got it. And then he died of a heart attack like the next week.
And he did like a whole thing about it and died. Yeah. And then, but you know who owns it now? It's from the movie though. Comedian Matt Rife just bought it. That's like, weird. Why are you? What are you doing? You're trying to like.
There's a lot of speculation on him anyway, and some deals he's made, and then that's not a purchase that really kind of instills confidence that you didn't do something nefarious.
Sell his soul to the devil.
Yeah, something weird. There's a lot of that speculation because he was nothing, and then just like
blew up, and it's kind of fallen off a little bit, but he blows like a meteoric rise.
It was wild, and there's a lot of speculation on things like that. But again, of all the things you can buy. I don't get it.
No,
that's
it's
like buying Dahmer's glasses.
Oh my gosh! I said that on our morning show this morning.
You did?
Yes.
Well, I didn't listen because I never listen to the radio.
Smile for me now, brother.
But that's great.
Oh, by the way, I did watch your IVF, most of your IVF movie. That was very good. I enjoyed that.
Did you
switched at birth?
Switched before birth.
Dang it! I always get the title wrong.
Switched before birth.
I did watch most of that.
Had my favorite leading lady in that, Skylar Sandwich. Skylar, if you listen, I love you. But she was the best
I enjoyed
actress
that,
I've ever seen work live. You know, you can see, you can tell a lot by people who if they're live or not. Because some people they're very, very underwhelming when you see them work live. Because it's like one line and then they gotta get fed on the line. Skylar was like intimidatingly in the moment and emotional, so much so that I had to keep up. So spoiler alert. A lot of the times she would actually be like weeping and crying, and I was supposed to be crying with her. So I go to the makeup artist. I'm like, hey, you know, is there anything we can do to kind of like help assist here? I need a little, little boost.
Nudge, nudge, wink, wink.
And they're like, oh yeah, tear stick. And I was like, okay, great.
Stick,
so just a little menthol, you put it on your eyes, you know, and you wait a little bit. And then so Skylar's like pouring her heart and soul in this thing. And I'm like, and afterwards, I'm like, we could so see the emotion in between each other. I'm like,
yep.
She brought it.
It's called acting.
Yeah, I was pretending. And I was like,
playing Candy Crush. Yeah. Like, wait, what's happening? But Conjuring is the fourth one. No, it doesn't matter. It broke its own records. Yeah. And it's a story that supposedly happened in Pennsylvania where 8 people were affected. But I don't know. Those stories get me more because I think that could possibly happen.
Yeah, I don't like the stories that like you think they possibly could happen. I love Texas Chainsaw, even though it did happen.
Yeah,
you know, with Ed Gein, who Charlie Hunnam has the new monsters. That. Ryan Murphy, dude,
that dude's beast.
Okay, so
Ryan Murphy,
beast of a producer. And so this new one with Ed Gein coming out. And Ed Gein was the OG. He's the one that the stories from Texas Chainsaw Massacre got pulled from. Hannibal Lecter got pulled from. A lot of these horror stories originated from him, really. And so I love Charlie Hunnam. He is so phenomenal. If you don't know him, Sons of Anarchy, he's in King Arthur, he's in The Gentleman, one of my favorite movies ever.
He did sign on to do 50 Shades of Grey, and his wife was like,
Oh, really?
Yeah, they announced it and everything, and then I think his wife was like, or his girlfriend at the time was like, I don't feel comfortable doing this, and he pulled out, and then he went to the Jamie Dornan.
Jamie Dornan, yeah, and
that did fine. He did fine, yeah.
It was great, but anyway, so the Ed Gein story, stemming off of the Conjuring story, I like things that aren't quite. You can't really see happening. I don't like things that it possibly could be happening in your room, kind of thing. And so there's a lot of those kind of horror movies I don't enjoy.
Yeah, what's the one? And then we can wrap up. Deja.
Jared.
Well, there's Sinister from the same creators.
I've heard those are really great.
Actually, they say Sinister is the scariest movie.
Okay.
Of all time. Like they did like statistics as to why, and they actually saw this whole top 10 film scariest thing ever, and Sinister was listed as the #1 scariest movie of all time.
Okay, I want to watch that then.
I
torture myself with horror movies, but it's a movie where these people have like burlap sacks with their face. They're
strangers.
Strangers.
Yeah.
And I think it's loosely based on a true story. Do you? Because that could totally happen.
I like it because you get a little chill up your spine, but you're not thinking about it afterwards in the shower. Like, because sometimes like,
unless you go to an Airbnb, like in a cabin in the middle of the woods.
Yeah,
then you might.
Well, and they had another one come out too. But yeah, seeing that, I saw it in the theaters, and I was blown away how terrifying it can be.
Good.
With just you don't see the monsters a lot, and that's another thing. Some like Spielberg got it right with Jaws. You don't show it a lot, but with Conjuring, these. And like Paranormal Activity, there's no real thing you see. It's the effects of that thing, which kind of make your imagination go crazier. And that's what I don't like. I don't like thinking like, oh, something's behind me, or what was that? I don't like that. If there's a dude in my house, Halloween, Jason, whatever, I got a Benelli, you're toast.
Sorry about that.
I'm not worried about that, but it's like these little things that happen that you're pulled out of your bed.
You can't. There's nothing you can do
There's
about it.
There's an invisible force pulling you out of bed and down the stairs. That's like, that kind of gives you a chill.
Yes.
Like, you think about it now, I'm like, yikes.
And those movies were great too, because low budget, but they made tons of money. Paranormal Activity.
That was the biggest rip in film history. Did the most with the least as far as like what their budget was.
Yeah.
Those actors got paid, I think I heard right, like $3,500
Wow.
for the film, and that I think it raised like well over several $100 million. So they said that was the biggest rip, and that's horror films are the per capita biggest return on investment for your money. So that's why you see a lot of horror films, but also independent filmmakers like myself. Horror films is a much more surefire guarantee of success. And I was at TIFF and talked to Eli Roth. Big Eli Roth fan. I thought, I was like, dude, you have one of the greatest characters ever. The Bear Jew in Inglourious Basterds was one of the badass characters. They were going to give it to Adam Sandler. I'm glad they didn't, because I wouldn't believe it. And told him that, and I said, as far as filmmaking goes, he's like, I've always been attracted to the gore and the violence. He started with Hostel.
Yeah.
But he does like hyper violent, like gore. I like that even better than I like the
because you can see it and you can process it. You don't like it, but it's not like I'm fine with this happening to me.
Yeah,
but you can process it more so than like something you can't see.
Well, you got Exorcist, Paranormal, all those, but you also have like Saw and Halloween's. All these, I like those. I enjoy those, but the other ones.
Did Eli Roth do a Saw? Maybe ask him next time we talk to him, because I know they were talking about making Saw 11. They had creative differences. This just came out today. They're going to. It's going to somebody else. They're going to make it, but Eli Roth, if he hasn't, perfect. But Hostel was. I mean,
well, I was talking to another film producer. This just tells you how like real this is. I was talking to a film producer. He just closed his deal the week before TIFF. He had I'm not ruining anything, so if you're hearing this, but he had a film that he shot for $500,000. Which is it's a low budget, but it was a fixed location. It was about a podcast, and with that, he leveraged that to A24, which A24 is one of the most prominent producers of films and the greatest films. And so he made it for $500,000. 2 weeks later, he sold it and he just closed the deal for $12 million. Oh. They bought it for $12 million. So he was the only producer too. So all that's capital for him to keep. So shout out to Chad.
Who's Chad?
This Chad.
Chad.
I'm not going to sell his last name, but yeah.
Okay.
I don't know if there's something that's not NDA stuff. So
okay.
I'm just going to say Chad.
Chad, what's up, Chad? All right. Well, make sure you subscribe wherever you get your podcast. We're on all the social media platforms, and we really appreciate it. And then if you want to be a part of the podcast, as far as an advertiser, just send us a message on any social media platform, and we'll get you on. And thank you so much for watching whatever just happened.